Inside your body right now, there are two different energy systems competing for control. One is fast, easy, and immediate. The other is slower, deeper, and far more powerful. And as you begin walking, your body doesn't choose the powerful one first. It chooses the easy one. But something changes. There's a specific moment, quiet, almost invisible, where your body switches strategies, where it stops relying only on sugar and starts using stored fat instead. Most people walk right past this moment without ever noticing it. But this is the moment that changes everything. Because what happens next determines whether your body stays dependent on quick energy or becomes truly efficient. Think of your body like a hybrid engine. At any time, it can run on two fuels. Quick fuel, glucose, like electricity stored in a battery, and stored fuel, fat, like a reserve tank. Now here's where it gets interesting. When you first start walking, your body doesn't go straight to the reserve tank. It uses what's already available. The glucose circulating in your bloodstream. The energy that's easiest to access, because your body is designed to be efficient, not wasteful. So in the beginning, everything feels simple, smooth, predictable. But beneath that simplicity, something is being prepared. In the first few minutes of your walk, your muscles begin contracting rhythmically. Step by step, they send a signal. We need energy. Your bloodstream responds immediately. Glucose flows toward your muscles. They absorb it quickly. Your blood sugar begins to stabilize, and everything seems under control. But here's the part most people miss. At this stage, your body is still in short-term mode. Immediate problem. It hasn't made any long-term adjustments yet. And that's why many people think this is all there is. But it's not. Because your body is still watching, still deciding, still waiting for one thing: consistency. Now watch this. As you continue walking, minute by minute, your body begins to notice something. The demand for energy isn't stopping. The movement is steady, predictable, and that changes the signals inside your system. Hormones begin to shift. Insulin levels gradually decrease, and other signals, ones that support energy release, start becoming stronger. This is where most people stop. But this is where it starts. Because now, your body begins preparing for a different kind of fuel. Not the quick, easy one, but the stored one. Fat. But here's the key. Fat isn't just burned instantly. It has to be unlocked first. And that unlocking is where the real shift happens. Inside your fat cells, energy is stored tightly, protected, held in reserve. And to access it, your body uses enzymes. Tiny tools that act like keys. At first, these keys are barely active. There's no need for them. But as your walk continues, as your body realizes the demand is ongoing, these enzymes begin to activate. Slowly, then more clearly. And this is where it gets interesting. At a certain point, those keys start turning. Fat cells begin to loosen. They don't break open dramatically. They respond gradually. They release small amounts of stored energy into your bloodstream. Fat molecules, once locked away, begin to flow outward. Now your body has a new option, a deeper source of fuel. And this changes everything. Because at this moment, your body is no longer dependent on just sugar. It begins blending energy sources, some glucose, some fat. And this blend creates something powerful: stability. Instead of burning through quick energy and needing more, your body starts sustaining itself. But here's the part most people never notice. This switch is quiet. You don't feel it. There's no sudden signal, no dramatic change. But internally, everything is different. Now watch what happens next. As fat molecules enter your bloodstream, they travel toward your muscles. Your muscles begin accepting this new fuel. Your mitochondria, the tiny energy factories, adapt. They start processing fat more efficiently, turning it into usable energy. And over time, they get better at it. Faster, stronger, more responsive. And this changes everything. Because now your body isn't just reacting to movement. It's adapting to it. It's learning. It's building a system that prefers using stored energy, instead of constantly relying on new input. But here's the part most people miss. This only happens if you stay long enough. If you keep walking past the easy phase, past the point where your body is still comfortable. Because that's where the switch happens. Now imagine if you stop too early. You only use quick fuel. Your body never needs to activate the deeper system. The fat stays stored. The enzymes stay quiet. The switch never happens. Not because your body can't do it, but because it wasn't given the signal. But when you continue walking, when you move just a little longer, you send a different message. This energy demand is real, and your body responds. It unlocks, it releases, it adapts. Over time, this process becomes more efficient. Your body learns to switch faster. It doesn't wait as long. The enzymes activate sooner. Fat release becomes smoother, and your system becomes flexible, able to move between fuel sources without resistance. This is the real goal, not just burning calories, but building a body that knows how to use its own energy. A body that isn't dependent, a body that's responsive, efficient, balanced. There's even research showing that during sustained moderate movement, the body gradually increases fat oxidation. Not instantly, but progressively, as duration increases. And that's the key. Time, not intensity. Now let's go deeper, because most people believe fat loss is about pushing harder, sweating more, doing more. But that approach often ignores something important. Your body doesn't respond best to force. It responds to signals. Clear, repeated, consistent signals. And walking, especially long enough to trigger this switch, sends one of the clearest signals possible. You're not forcing your body to burn fat. You're allowing it to choose that option. And that's a completely different process. You're not fighting your body. You're working with it. So the next time you walk, remember this moment. The invisible switch. The point where your body stops relying only on sugar and begins using what it has stored. Because that moment is where real change begins. Not visible on the outside, but powerful on the inside. Your body isn't slow. It's strategic. It waits for the right conditions. Then it adapts. Then it evolves. Walking is not just movement. It's a signal. A message that says, we need more than quick energy. We're ready to use what we have. And once your body understands that, it doesn't forget. So the real question is, are you walking long enough to let that switch happen? And what surprised you most about what's actually happening inside your body during that moment?